Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. Today's date is October 29, 2024. This is the Kickstart video. In the Kickstart video, I take a look at three of the major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, the dollar versus yen, and the sterling versus US dollar from a technical perspective. So let's get started. I'm going to start by taking a look at the euro versus US dollar on the hourly chart and what we've seen over the last few trading days going into last Friday. And then again, yesterday was the price was holding resistance near the 200-hour moving average. That's a green line in this chart. In trading here today, the price opened up between the 200-hour moving average and the 100-hour moving average below and stayed in that range for the longest of time until the late in the European morning session when the buyers tried to take a run to the upside here, getting above the 200-hour moving average in the process. But that was short-lived, and the price then rotated to the downside on the disappointment, falling below the 100-hour moving average. And we've seen that momentum continue in the U.S. session with the sellers saying, forget about it, I'm taking control, and the buyers saying, forget about it, I don't like the upside, we keep on failing on the top side. And so the price has rotated back down. We've moved back down to the 1.0776 level, and I need to go to the 4-hour chart to show you where the significance of that. You go back to this low right here. That level came in at 1.0776. And as you can see, we're trying to move below that level, and then we're going to look to extend down toward the low price from last week, which came in somewhat randomly at 1.07609, move below that level, and we start to look toward this swing area down through here. That swing area is defined going back in time, all the way back to this area right through here. Lots of different swing lows and swing highs against that level. Got a little wonky through here, so I might have to evaluate that. But this will be a target on the downside. And what is clearer is these lows over here, where we had 3 consecutive weeks where the lows came within about 5 pips of each other, between 1.0665 and 1.0670. So the sellers are making a play here. We'll see if we can get below the low from last week and increase the bearish bias to the downside in the euro versus US dollar. Taking a look at the dollar versus yen next, and on the hourly chart, we can see that the price is looking to test the high price from yesterday at 1.53880. That level was the highest level going back to, put it on the 4-hour chart, going back to these days right through here, which is July 31st, July 30th through here. We did have a swing low here coming in at 153.595, a high right here coming in at 153.88, similar to what the high price that we saw on yesterday. So getting above that 88 level would open the door for a rotation toward the 154.54 level, 154.878 level. That level goes back in time to all this area right through here, where we had a number of different swing lows and swing highs, including a basing here, moving higher, coming back down to that level and using that level as resistance through here before rotating to the downside. So that is what we have to look forward to. But obviously the buyers are still remaining in firm control in the dollar versus yen as it pushes away from the 200-day moving average. Note yet last week that the price did bottom against the 200-day moving average right here and move to the upside, gapped higher over the weekend off of those election results in yen weakness, and that trend continues for this currency pair. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar, and unlike the euro versus US dollar, the price isn't running below recent support. We're staying within the support and resistance defined by the 100-hour moving average, the 100-day moving average, that's these two blue lines, and the 200-hour moving average on the top side. Now, admittedly, the price moved below the moving average here earlier in the day and then moved above the moving average here later in the day, but we're back within that range, and we might include the 61.8% retracement as a level of importance as well. So 129.58 to 129.84 is the support and resistance. Break outside of the range and keep the momentum going, and we should see a retest of the low price that we saw in trading yesterday, and then look toward the low prices from last week as well. Take a look at the 4-hour chart in this currency pair. The 100-day moving average obviously has been seeing the price chop around it for the last a week and a half of trading here. but there is seems to see a nice big ceiling up here near the 130 level. That 130 level was a low price going back to this period right here in September, and then we traded above and below through here during the last week's trade, finding willing sellers against it on Friday and willing sellers against the level on Monday as well. So the 130 level is shaping up as a key level on the top side, as is the 100-day moving average on the downside. Get below the 61.8% retracement. This low right here, opens the door for moving down to here. So there we have it. A look at the major currency pairs. The dollar is getting stronger as we speak. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.